Are there no safe spaces anymore? Well, in New York, there might not be any left. And I got to tell you guys, I am deeply concerned and worried for everyone and what this all means, and just days before Christmas too. Now, I've spoken to people through chat, direct message, email, text, phone calls, and the people living in any of the 5 boroughs of NYC are all panicked, living on edge, anxious, and prepared to leave as soon as they possibly can, if they can. And if any of you live in any of these danger zones in the city or know anyone who does and want to connect, all my info is below. So we all know that New York has been and forever will be a planned drop zone for a targeted attack against this country. Period. It's not a safe place to really live or to even try and raise a family. The cost of living is high, and the politics wrapped up in the city's red tape is just unthinkable when you attempt to try and unravel it all. But what just happened moments ago has me seriously on edge, and New Yorkers have been put on high alert. This state is in an emergency defense mode that any moment now is going to pop off with the next bombshell that gets dropped. But this one really hits close to home for me because this is where I grew up, in my family's old neighborhood. 4 killed, including 2 children, in a stabbing attack in Queens, New York. And the report says the police responded to a 911 call in the Far Rockaway neighborhood and discovered the victims in a house that was also set ablaze. And the police were alerted to the situation by a young girl's 911 call, claiming that her cousin was attacking her family. When officers arrived at the Beach 22nd Street address, they encountered the man leaving with luggage. And he then stabbed the officers, one in the neck and in the chest, and another in the head. Yet despite their injuries, one officer managed to shoot the attacker, 39-year-old Courtney Gordon. Now, meanwhile, inside the house, emergency services discovered the bodies of a 12-year-old boy, a 44-year-old woman, and a man in his 30s, all believed to have died from stab wounds. A critically injured 11-year-old girl was found inside the house and later died in the hospital. Additionally, a 61-year-old woman was hospitalized with multiple stab wounds. A kitchen steak knife was recovered from the scene, and the police are continuing their investigation. And this deranged lunatic, a man who had a previous arrest for domestic violence, was declared dead upon arrival at the hospital. This is really just so sad and terrible to hear. But it gets worse. And I completely understand why you would want to hurry up and get out of New York as fast as you can. Leave now before it's too late. And I'm so glad that we got out when we did. Thanks, Mom. Bronx residents living in fear of a fentanyl crisis. Missing woman's body found at bottom of compactor chute in NYC building. Budget cuts cause reduced staffing at New York City firehouses. And I got to tell you guys that this sounds like another attack against critical infrastructure, but just in a more unique way, okay? Almost like a plot twist thrown at John McCain in a Die Hard movie. And right before Christmas, too.
Against us, Mr. Cowboy.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
And we also have more mob mentality hitting schools with more and more cases of anti-Semitic mobs in New York City. A hateful situation that has Chuck Schumer calling anti-Semitism a crisis that has Jewish people living in deep fear. Plus allegations that New York Representative Maliotakis is trying to register non-citizens to vote. Venezuelan migrants transforming New York into first little Caracas. And let's not forget what just happened on Friday and lasted all through the weekend and now into today. Mountain Valley Federal Credit Union experiences cyber attack along with the rest of the credit unions that make up the full list of 60 credit unions targeted, and customers now at risk and searching for answers and wondering in full panic mode if NCUA will be there to protect them. Many of these people just aren't ready and are not prepared for what's happening right now. So I want you guys to check out the full video after you finish watching this one. And to be completely frank, This is all part of a much bigger story that they aren't giving us all the full details on. Because what just happened in the Red Sea is being described as the beginning of World War III. Here, take a look.
Breaking news, starting with the major escalation in the Middle East. There were multiple attacks on the Red Sea with ballistic missiles hitting commercial ships and a U.S. warship shooting down several drones.
We're talking about ballistic missiles, 4 of them hitting 3 commercial ships in a busy shipping lane.
All while a U.S. warship is shooting down drones.
They deem a threat. It happened over a 7-hour period on Sunday.
The Pentagon says a missile launch from Iranian-backed Houthis in Yemen hit the waters near the cargo ship Unity Explorer.
A few hours later, another missile was launched. That one hit the ship. The USS Carney, which was on patrol in the Red Sea, tried to render aid.
But the Carney was also tracking drones from Yemen headed in the ship's direction and ended up shooting down 3 altogether.
Meanwhile, 2 more commercial ships were hit by missiles. The damage to the cargo ships
was for the most part minor, and there were no injuries on any of the ships.
But the Houthis are playing with fire in the region, and the Pentagon pointed the finger at Iran, saying they were enabling all of those strikes.
And these shocking attacks and U.S. military exchanging rounds of ammunition while taking cover from Iranian-fired missiles in the Red Sea all highlight the buildup and the next major cascading domino effect that's about to be unleashed right here in America. It's going to happen on U.S. soil. Sleeper cells have been activated. But what's more concerning and likely to impact everyone next will be the disruptions caused to supply chains, availability, and critical resources.
So I came across a story that I read on Fortune about the Panama Canal being so congested that one ship owner just paid a record $4 million to skip to the front of the line. And honestly, guys, that's not even the worst part. So the article started off by stating Japan's Ineos Group paid $3.975 million in an auction on Wednesday to secure the crossing. All right, now let me tell you how this is gonna pan out moving forward. It's a simple game of supply and demand. And here's how to tell. Because if you read through Sea Trade Maritime News,
now I encourage you to watch this video next because it will really open your eyes and shine light on what is happening. And I just want you all to be informed, educated, and prepared. But wait, there's more. White House warns Congress that weapons money for Ukraine will run out. And this to me is just another slap to the face of Americans, taxpayers, the citizens of this country, and also a clear warning sign, much like we've been talking about and getting ready for all along, that points to how they will come at us next. And honestly, I can't believe Biden has the gall to pretend that he wants what's best for this country and hopes to be reelected. But don't lose sight. Stay focused. Keep your head on a swivel and watch your 6. Stay frosty, my friends, and make sure you're all staying well aware of the latest breaking, and make sure that you get connected to find out the truth. Now, I'm going to bring this to you as quickly as it happens, and I've included links of additional information and links in the description down below for you all. Feel free to reach out. And just to be perfectly clear, I don't want you to worry. Don't panic. This isn't to frighten you or to monger fear. Just stay smart and stay safe. I want you all to be well equipped and abundantly prepared. These are the warning signs we have been talking about all along. So stick with me and we will see it through. Thank you for watching. More to come. Please subscribe and turn on alerts and notifications.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake friends gon' pop.